Oh boy, there is a lot to talk about in regards to this game. I don't know how much of it will be actually about the game, but we are going to chit-chat about it in great detail as this progresses. So, Grizzlies in Philadelphia taking on the Sixers. All right, this is a big deal for a few different reasons. Philly is still fighting. All right, now they're expected to get Paul George back at the top of the week. So there's one. The Embiid thing is still a work in progress. I mean, if you listen to Philly faithful, they say he's ramping it up. I would think by the following week, Embiid will be in the lineup. As you can see, with no Embiid, easy deuce for Zach Edey. Now, I am going to do this without the green screen in the background, right? We're going to talk about this Joel Embiid reporter situation because I do believe it is very interesting. Now, y'all know I'm okay, so let me explain myself to everybody out there who doesn't know much about me. I'm a graduate from the University of Tennessee. My degree is in sports journalism. I cover local sports in Knoxville. I've had the opportunity to work for ESPN on the grandest of levels. I wasn't a reporter there. I was a production assistant for Sports Center. I did not continue to do the local reporting because the way journalism works, you got to go be a small market journalist. And hell, since we're using Memphis as the example, right? Like, I'm from Memphis, so I couldn't leave college and go get a job in Memphis as a sports reporter, right? That's not how this thing works. Now, maybe I could have been a crime reporter in Memphis because Memphis is a top 30 market. It has a lot of crime, and I'm a black man that's familiar with the city, so they maybe would have threw me in the hoods of Memphis to do crime, right? Memphis has a lot of crime. But obviously, I wouldn't have did that. I don't want to do that. That's not something that crime is too real for me. I obviously, especially when we're talking about people getting shot in the city that I'm from. Like, it's just, I'll be going into houses of people that I likely know, right? Or it could be my family. You know what I mean? So, anywho, I didn't want to do that. I could have went to a small city like Jackson right outside of Memphis and worked my way through the ranks. I didn't want to do that. All right? To me, that's like a 20-year plan. I got friends. Couple friends that went to Tennessee with me that are doing good. They skipped some ranks. I got a friend that's in Houston right now, so he's worked himself into a top 10 market in the country at the age of 30. That's pretty unheard of. To get there, he went and did hurricanes in Louisiana. So he skipped a lot of processes to get to where he is now. Again, the journey to be a sports reporter, very difficult. If you watch the news in your city, in your favorite city or whatever city that you're from or where you live at, most likely sports reporter on your TV screens, they're there for a long time. Beautiful live from Morant to Huff. So I just want to give y'all a little bit of my background, why I chose to go the digital route, which is what I've been doing for the last 8-9 years. Creating content, getting ads, and doing brand deals has been my approach, which I love severely. I have the ups and the downs, right? Because there are some downs to it. That's the only reason why I'm not on the road as an NBA reporter covering this game day in, day out, which I don't rule out doing, by the way. But I wanted more respect before I get in that. And I believe I'm going to be able to get that respect digitally. And then I could, we'll see if I'm right or wrong. We'll see. I believe that door for me to cover sports for like a Complex or Bleacher Report is still open. So that was the background, long, lengthy background. Why did I bring that up? My background is in journalism. Usually I take up or find a way to take up for reporters. Now, on this platform, I look at reaction videos, at least the good ones, as a nice video column piece oftentimes. You're reacting to what you saw in your mind, in your eyes, right? Okay. There is a report going around that a columnist that did a story on Joel Embiid, and he said to me, and him not playing this season and not being in shape to play, and they're discussing it. The columnist, I think his name's Mark Hayes, I think. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, the columnist made a piece and he referenced Embiid's deceased son and Embiid's brother. And essentially the columnist tried to find a parallel of Joel Embiid letting his family down in their honor by not playing. The column is whack as hell. I read it. All right, let me just say that. It's whack. To me, you're combining things that have nothing to do with each other. Now, according to Sham Charania over at ESPN, the best NBA reporter we got in the business with Woj gone, he says Joel Embiid pushed up on the Columnist either before or after this game, and it's like, yo, bro, you can say I suck all you want. Leave my family the hell out of this. All right, so that was the long way to get to. So I have an opinion on that because, again, as Morant makes a beautiful finish, Grizzlies up by 12. And, again, this game hadn't been the most exciting. So, I mean, I think this is more exciting listening to me discuss this while you're watching the highlight than me just giving you feedback to Kyle Lowry three-pointers as he makes one right there. With that being said, I'm with Joel Embiid on this one. Again, I usually take up for media. That's the media in me, and I always think media gets the short end of the stick. Oftentimes, people treat media like we're police officers, which we're not. Like we're ops of theirs. Like we're out for the best story. And sometimes it means negatively impacting your life, and that's fair. Media deserves to be criticized and critiqued. I'm going to take up for Joel Embiid, though. I thought that Columnist made a bad piece. I don't understand the correlation he was trying to make. It was nasty to just find a way to bring up people that matter to Embiid and try to correlate that to his playing time. And again, Joel Embiid can't stay healthy because his body is very agile. It's a unique body, just the way he's able to move around on the perimeter. Like Jokic looks like a big dude on the perimeter. Joel Embiid oftentimes does not, as Huff gets to cooking. And I say that to say Embiid has been great enough, MVP of this league. I know he's got his second-round demons in the playoffs. He don't deserve that, bro. I don't think any athlete deserves that, if I'm being honest. Definitely not an MVP of this league, an all-NBA type of dude. I don't believe he deserved that. And again, I think I may do a video on it in totality on its own, so look out for that in the upcoming days because it's, to me, such a nasty thing done by that Columnist. When I do that video, I'll make sure I have some images incorporated in it as well. But I'm very disappointed in that Columnist. Nasty, thirsty ass, looking for a couple extra clicks. And apparently, according to Shams, Embiid bare minimum shove, bruh. And I don't know if that's definitely basket interference. Embiid definitely shoved him and told him, let's not let that happen again. I'm on Embiid's side. Now, I don't think the Columnist should get his media credentials pulled, but I feel like whoever's the editor over it, wherever he's at, which I forgot I did read. I forgot where he's at because I read a lot of the column. I definitely think that dude needs to be reprimanded and warned. That's whack, bro. That's taking media too far. You never hear me on here personally attack somebody's family. Like, the only son I've ever brought up on the channel is Bronze, and that's because his son, Bronny, is a professional athlete, technically. You know, look at this steal from Jaren Jackson. Look at the big fella move around and use his left. I don't think you should correlate somebody's family into a column. I think Joel Embiid was in the right. Please let me know your thoughts on it. Memphis, they out and running and gunning. Ja's had some great games in Philadelphia over the years, by the way. Let me read some stats, please. Y'all done heard me vent for the last couple minutes. But great conversation. What y'all think about Joel Embiid? As Tyrese Maxey gets to finish. Thank God Maxey's about to get some help in the upcoming days here. Maxey, in this one, had 23 points on 8 for 19 shooting. Didn't get a lot of help from his other teammates.
You want them out there on the floor playing.
Caleb Martin, 1 for 7. Andre Drummond, 1 for 7. Oubre, 5 for 15. That's not going to get it done. McCain did have 19 points off the bench, though. First-round pick for the Sixers. Jaren Jackson, 27 points. Big game for him. As you see him nail the three. Ja Morant had 18 and 12. He's kind of coasting his way through the year. Zach Edey, 10 and 10. Saudi Aldama, 10 points. If you love flexing your sports knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports and win some money while you're at it. That's Underdog. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play, too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog website or app. You got to pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that specific game. You get your picks right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use your boy's promo code, which is Ferro, your deposit will get matched up to $1,000 is available to you in bonus cash. You can't beat that. Tap in with Underdog. My promo code is Ferro.